was startling to have to wake up today and the first tweet from the President of the United States is complaining about Russia.
Right, right.
And obviously somebody said, dude, it's 9/11. And so a few minutes later, it's the second one. But you're sitting here going, so I mean, how weak are you that on this day, when it shouldn't be about you?
It's not all about you.
Right.
That's right. It's not just about you.
Yeah.
And it's just,
what's upsetting about that and what's irritating is that I've over the fact that it's about that he thinks that it's about him. I'm more concerned about the people that are around him that don't check him or have no power or no influence over him to say, hey, don't forget tomorrow morning is 9/11.
Right.
Your first scheduled tweet, because we schedule tweets nowadays. We don't just do off of impulse like 45 does. And so somebody should be able to tell him the night before, hey, your first tweet tomorrow, it's 9/11. It's been 17 years. Let's make sure that we acknowledge the families and loved ones. And someone who claims to be so about pro-American and so about patriots and so about the war and so about everything, someone who would you would think would be the first #1 champion to say, you taking a knee, but I'm going to tweet about 9/11 and the families that were lost. Like, his mind is completely gone, but his staff and his team weren't smart enough to tell him this morning, hey, your first tweet should be about 9/11?
And Liz, even go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, I mean, to Tiffany's point, I think it is reflective of our president's tone deafness. But I do want to push back on the staff that are in the room. I would argue that they're not stupid and that they know very well what the expectation is, what the tone is that should be coming out of or reflective in the president's statements and his, whether it's through Twitter or through his spokesperson, that it should be focused on this day as a day in honor and memory of those people who lost their lives and everyone who was impacted by this. But he is unchecked. And that's one of the things that's fearful about this president. While he might have people in the room who know better, who are going to advise him to do better, he doesn't have to do better because there's no one who has, especially in his position, more power and more authority than him.
Well, I just think it's, I mean, again, it's pretty much childish, but that's what we can certainly expect from the one sitting in the Oval Office. And again, I keep saying I can't call somebody president if you can't even respect the office yourself. He's also getting lots of criticism along with his wife Melania for posting images of themselves about 9/11. It's like you're using a photo and also using a photo from last year. And so, I mean, goodness, you think you could use an image of the World Trade Center or whatever. Anything. But again, but this is sort of what we have to deal with and expect here in this country.